AITA for refusing to share my college fund with step-siblings. Throw away so they don't find this post. I 19 female recently found out that my stepmom 40 female wants me to split my college fund with my step-siblings 17 male and 15 female. My bio mom set up the fund for me before she passed away, and it was meant for my education. I love my family and they are important to me. But I've been saving every penny and working part-time to contribute. My step-siblings have their own funds set up by their bio dad, and I never expected to share mine. My stepmom insists it's about being a blended family and treating everyone equally. I'm torn because I want to be fair and don't want to start drama in my family. But I feel like this fund is my lifeline for college. AITA if I stand my ground and keep the money. For myself, edit. Thank you for your kind responses. Although I think a lot of people are assuming things about my stepmother and dad. She has been in my family for about 4 years now, and has been almost like a second mom to me the whole time. Although obviously she won't ever replace my bio mom. I genuinely don't think that she has any malicious intent. I will be talking with her and my dad about it tomorrow to tell them. I definitely don't want to share the fund. I will put the update on my profile as to not flood. This update is up. What you guys think and advise for OP situation? And what would you do if you're on her situation? What's your opinion or advice for her? Let me know in the comment. Now here's are the top 3 comments from our community. And what are their own opinion for OP? From OK_bookkeeper_3481 your college fund is yours alone, but just out of curiosity, where is your father in this? He should have warned your stepmother that her request was highly inappropriate. Not leave to fend off her guilt tripping on your own. From Wooster 182 if she loved her husband, she'd never ask either. NTA, you do not have to keep having conversations about this. Make sure the money is where none of your family can touch it. Tell your mother's parents what is going on if you can. From jazzlike_humor33 for ONTA. Ask her what proportion of the money her kids are saving. Now, will go to your education. You've got college expenses now. They don't for a few years. You taking on debt now when they might get scholarships or grants and not need your money. Makes no sense. But do try to save the money your mother saved for you. Get scholarships and grants if you can. A nest egg when you graduate will be welcome. Also differentiate between money your mother saved, money you saved, money their bio dad saved, and money they saved. Do you get a proportion of what they and their bio dad saved? In return for them getting a proportion of what you and your mom saved. Here's our next story. AITA for yelling at my stepmom for years. And freezing out my half-brother for calling me a narcissist? My mom died when I was 7. My dad met someone else 2 years later. Let's call her C. And 2 years after that they got married. When they were dating she seemed great. After she and my dad got engaged, her sweetness abruptly stopped. Her first son, Jay, was born 11 months later. He shared my room. I was 11. I took on feedings, diaper changes, etc. when I came home from school. C would hand me Jay and storm out of the house. When I babysat, C scheduled dates at the same time and made me cancel so I could babysit Jay and next bro for free. I kept money in a showbox under my bed, about $300. I mentioned this to her, and soon $40 went missing. I thought it was my big brother. C screamed that it was irresponsible to keep it under my bed, and it was my fault the dollar was gone. Because it should have been in a bank. At 14, I started working, with my consent. C transferred $100 a week from my bank account to reimburse what they invested for me to learn a sport, $10,000. I later learned she never told my dad she was taking the money. She did this for 3 years, over $15. And fostered resentment in my dad over the $10,000. She ran up debt and pinned the blame for financial strain on me. When me and my full siblings went to college, we each had about $40,000 in 529s from my mom. All 3 of us received full military scholarships. I discerned out of the military and said I wanted to use my $40,000 instead. I had a full ride my first year, and it was enough to cover 3 years of tuition. I was bullied and ostracized for using the money. I covered room and board working odd jobs. I scraped $500 a month for $100 to cover a bedroom and $3 a day for food. Once I called home and asked C for a one clone to help cover rent. She screamed that I was an entitled communist. When I came home, all of my stuff had been boxed and put in the attic, my childhood bed sold, etc. She told my full sibs that they would get half of the $80,000 in their accounts. C asked if the other $40,000 could roll down to J and X for their college. C spent the money on a down payment for a lake house instead. Eventually, I was very angry and depressed. I would have explosive episodes and call C selfish. She would dissolve into tears, full-on wailing, and call everyone she knew. This went on for years until I finally got help and the explosive episodes stopped. It also helped to get wealthy. C is now much nicer to me. C felt that I had a target on her for years. She has never admitted that she stole at least $50,000 from us. I maintain a truce only because I want to have a relationship with my dad. Now Jay is in his 20s and is pissed at me for the way I treated mom all these years and said that I'm a malignant narcissist. C feels that she was victimized by me. And Jay is justified in sending hate texts. I'm freezing Jay out. C thinks I need to be patient and work through things with Jay, just like she did with me, but I have a job, a family, and my own mental health to manage. I'm ready to just shut him out. I also do not feel bad about the things I said to AITA. And what you guys think and advise for OP's situation. What would you do if you're on her situation? Let me know on the comments section. Here's the top 3 comments from our community. And what are their own opinion for OP? NTA. It sounds like C has brainwashed Jay into thinking she's the victim. You're better off without them. And why would you want to maintain a relationship with your dad when he turned a blind eye to all of this? The lack of his presence in this post is really disturbing. Your dad is not a victim. He volunteered for that abuse, and he volunteered you for it. NTA OP, you sound like a really good person. There's some good advice here on this thread. Please listen to it. Keep up with your therapy and start to truly understand your worth and make boundaries. You have been terribly wronged for a very long time. Talk to your dad as you see fit, but be warned you don't have to be a doormat for him as he ages. Ignore C completely. Horrid woman. Wishing you well as you get on with your life with your own family. Look forward to better days filled with love. Good luck.